Hello everyone, welcome back to Premier League Predictions Game Week 30, the Leo Messi edition. And if you're thinking Leo Messi didn't wear the number 30 shirt, he did when he first broke into Barcelona, and he also wore it at PSG, so shove that in your pipe and smoke it. Happy to be back giving our predictions on these exciting games. Also looking forward to hearing your predictions as well, so make sure you get those in the comments section. It's been an old, long international break, hasn't it, Sam?
Yeah, but it's been all right. I've enjoyed this international break. Normally, I'm just like wanting to see United play football because we've been so terrible. Like, it's been nice just to sort of not think about football like that much this couple of weeks. So yeah, been all right. It's been pretty good.
It's felt like the longest one simply because I think it is statistically right. It is, I think.
Yeah, you've obviously got FA Cup this weekend.
Yeah,
the weekend just gone, so you've not got Premier League to like the following week. So yeah, it's been a bit of a long one. And when you're England fan, I say England fans because we're English, not because we choose to support England. We're England fans. There's not much to sort of get excited about. So
there is something to get excited about with this. So the first set of games on the Tuesday night we've got a couple of bangers, which is a bit mad to return to a Tuesday, but hey ho, it is what it is. Before we get into them, just quickly, I'm going to go through, because we always do it, the last predictions that I did on a solo one. 2 correct scores, 3 correct results, 3 wrong I did. So nice. I got the Everton, West Ham, City and Brighton, which was a draw. And then I got the other results in the Ipswich Forest, Wolves, Southampton, and Arsenal and Chelsea game. Draws. I always get draws right, and I don't know why. Yeah. No idea why. So let's see if we can beat that. So yeah, game week 30. Remember, ladies and gentlemen, as always, you have 1 banana skin to use where you think it could be a slip up in the game, and 1 barn burner where you think it's going to be absolute utter fucking carnage. On Tuesday, Sam, first game, 1/4 Arsenal versus Fulham, North London versus West London. Arsenal have only won 2 of the last 5 games in the head-to-head record with this, which is interesting. Yeah. Fulham winning more of the recent ones. Fulham have also just beaten a North London outfit in Tottenham as well before the international break. Can they do it again?
I don't think so. I watched the FA Cup game the other day.
It was poor.
Didn't look great. Yeah. Didn't look great at all. And you'd think they'd go for that because it's like, this is your one chance of silverware. You're in a quarterfinal. Yep. You're not going to win the Premier League. Like, just fucking go for it. And they just didn't. They seem lethargic. Didn't seem up for it and stuff. It seems like their season's petering off a little bit after a really strong start. Some really good results. It just seems to be dropping off a little bit. So I think Arsenal win. I'll go 1-0. I don't think it's going to be a high scoring game because Arsenal just can't seem to score that many, can they, at the minute? Like, they're struggling. I know they've put a load of past. Who was it in the Champions League? PSV. Yeah, but like in the league, they just can't seem to score that many. So I'll go 1-0.
No, great minds think alike. I've gone with a 1-0 win as well. I just think the Arsenal are that team who they're a bit boring, but they just get it done, don't they? They'll keep clean sheets and they'll just get the 1 or 2 that they need. It would typically be more, but if you had the Bukayo Saka available and these kind of players, you would expect a 2-3-0, let's say, but they're working with what they've got at the moment. So yeah, I see a 1-0 win as well in that. After that, we've got Wolves versus West Ham. West Ham, historically, pretty strong in the head-to-head, but both of them at the minute have 2 wins, 2 losses, and a draw in the last 5 games, so they are quite literally in identical form, which means in my book, Sam, this is going to be a 1-1.
Draw. It's going to be a draw, isn't it? It's got draw written all over this. Yeah, this 100%. Is going to be... If we had a boring card, I put it on there. Like, this is going to be a snooze fest, this game. 1-1. Easy.
Maybe I need to introduce a boring card or something. Maybe just a fucking snooze fest, just an old man sat
watch there. It be like a 4-3 thriller now. Like, just watch it happen now, as I've said that.
Typical, innit? Yep, snooze fest ahead for the Wolves and West Ham game. After that, 15 minutes later, we have kickoff between Nottingham Forest and Manchester United. Check our preview out that we done yesterday for all the in-depth analysis on that one, score predictions, team lineups, etc. We will not give our prediction on here because that is featured in that show. So if you would like to go and watch that, it is available on our channel, which we'll put it, towards the end of this video. You'll be able to click on it. Let's move into Wednesday, Sam. Bournemouth versus Ipswich. Now, Bournemouth at the minute are in fucking terrible form. 1 win in the last 5, and that was against Southampton. And these teams have only ever played each other once, I think, in total in the league. I don't know. I think they'll win, but do you think they'll have to work for it, potentially?
Well, it's at Bournemouth's ground. Normally, they play a little better at home, Bournemouth. So I think it'd be a comfortable win for them. I think 3-0. I think Ipswich are done. I think they're on the way down. Again, it's the same as Burnley and Luton. Nice football, play well, got some decent players, but they're gonna go down, and that's the way. I like Kieran McKenna as well. I think he's a good coach, but yeah, I think Bournemouth easy win 3-0.
Okay. Yeah, I've gone with a bit more tricky one, 2-1. I'd like to hear predictions on that because that was like I was a bit and ahhing about people might have more of a clinical view of it, but I think 2-1. I think Bournemouth might struggle a little bit just because of the form, and Ipswich might give them a game. Next up, this is my barn burner, Sam. Brighton versus Aston Villa. Brighton undefeated since that 7-0 loss to Nottingham Forest. They're absolutely flying in the league, so much so that they could literally be in contention for a Champions League spot if they continue. They're on 47 points, 2 points behind Chelsea, and 2 points ahead of Villa. So a massive game for both teams.
Yeah, they did go out of the cup yesterday though, which is unfortunate on penalties to Forest. So is that Jesus Christ? I was expecting so much from that game. I was sat there going, "This is crap."
Yeah.
So yeah, I think they're in good form. Yeah, I agree with you, barn burner. I think 2-2 draw. I think it's going to be high scoring. They're going to go at each other and you're going to see goals. But normally when these situations, when a team has like an opportunity to go 3 points ahead of the other team, it ends up being a draw, doesn't it? So I'll go 2-2.
I'll one up that a little bit and I'll go 3-2 to Brighton. I think they'll just get it over. I think, to be fair, I think Villa beat Preston today, right? They just beat them 2-3-0.
Yeah, 3-0.
3-0 finish. So they've gone through quite comfortably. There's no extra time or anything for them. So it's not as if they'll be leggy, or you wouldn't expect them to at least. But I think Brighton are going to be up for this, especially like you referenced with them going out in the FA Cup. It's just a league that they can focus on now. So that's what I think will just pip them. And obviously Villa Villa don't travel amazingly well. So
Villa have been poorer in the league than they have like in competition. They've been good in the FA Cup, been good in the Champions League, but in the Premier League they've not been great.
Next one, this one's a relatively easy prediction. Sorry to Leicester fans, but Man City versus Leicester. This is going to be like
how many
fucking goldfish in a shark tank, innit? I think 5-0, Sam. Hat-trick, Haaland, Marmoush.
I think 4-0. I don't know. It could well be 5, but yeah, it's just a question of how many. It could be a question of just how many they're going to think. But yeah, I feel sorry for Rude, man. I really do. Like, it just fucking sucks for him right now.
Do you think it don't strike me as the one that if you go down to the Championship, he'll stay there. I think he might move on, personally.
Yeah, he might even get sacked before the end of the season. If it keeps going, doesn't it?
It's like pointless now, isn't it? It's like, do you know what I mean? You're done. You're already going down.
Yeah. This is the easiest tap-in you'll ever have as a City team, won't it? Like, you can't get easier.
We was discussing before about the snooze fest and barn burners. This, if we had one that was just a straight dicking, this is the one that you can go for. This is like
absolute slapping.
Next up, I've gone with the banana skin it, and I'm not going to change it, but Newcastle versus Brentford. Right, so obviously Newcastle have had this fucking giant parade because they won the Carabao Cup, and I think they might take their eye off the ball a little bit. I think there's a lot of goals that have been scored in the past couple of games between Newcastle and Brentford, so I think it'd be an interesting game. And I think Brentford might just pip them to it, but I'm thinking Newcastle at home as well. Newcastle are typically good at St James's Park, and the atmosphere. Can you imagine the atmosphere with all the fans? First time since that game, I think.
Yeah. I think the fans will be right behind them. Brentford did beat him though, didn't they? They had a really good game. Yeah. They beat him at St James's Park. Was it in the FA Cup? I think.
I don't know. I just know they beat him 4-2.
Yeah, so really good game. So they could definitely upset Newcastle, but I think the win will be with them with that win, the parade. I think So I think I'll go 2-1 Newcastle. I think they'll just edge it.
Okay. Again, what do we think in the chat? That's a difficult one to go for. After that, we've got Southampton versus Crystal Palace. I think, Crystal Palace look really good at the moment.
Smashing.
Yeah, I think they're keeping clean sheets, which is one. They've kept quite a few in the past 10 games. And they've got Sarr, Mateta, Eze, who are all scoring and banging in goals. Glasner looks like he's proper got them going now. Yeah. And they've got the emphasis of winning a trophy for the first time in God knows how many years with them. So I think it's been a nice, easy 3-0 win I've gone with.
Yeah, I'll go slightly less. I'll go 2-0, but I could well see it being 3-0. Yeah, Southampton are dead and buried at this point, and Palace are hitting form at the right time. Semi-final of an FA Cup, and they're going to try and finish as high as they can in the league. Yeah. So, yeah, easy win for Palace.
I always feel like awkward a little bit with Leicester and Southampton predictions, because it's just like you want to try and give them something or look for something there, but they're so poor. It's just like
there's no form. There's no form in them.
nothing.
Like they've not showed anything, so it's just really difficult to say like, randomly and go,
Yeah.
they'll win. Like, you know what I mean?
No. After that, we have a very interesting game, Sam. Liverpool versus Everton, Merseyside derby. We also went down to Goodison Park. The last minute fucking hammer from was it Tarkowski, I think, off a corner to equalise. A very cagey, physical game in the first one, but entertaining as well. What do you think?
I don't know if this is just my bias coming in, or I genuinely think this, but this is my banana skin.
Oh,
I think Everton beat him.
Wow. At Anfield?
Yeah.
Holy shit.
I think Liverpool having a bit of a slip at the minute. Like, they're out of the Champions League. They've not looked great in the last couple of games. You've got the stuff with Trent, who's supposedly the Madrid thing is done and dusted.
Imagine if
apparently.
he gets booed.
Oh, that'd be fantastic. Van Dijk, still a question mark. Salah, still a question mark. You're getting towards the end of the season now. Obviously, they're going to win the league. Like, I don't think that's in doubt.
Yeah.
But like, you could potentially lose 3 of your best players at the end of the season, and one's already pretty much signed for Madrid and stuff. So yeah, they've not looked great in the league or the Champions League recently. So I think Everton. I think it'll be very similar to what you saw at Goodison Park, but I think it'd be like 1-1 or something, and then I think you'll see Everton get like a last grasp winner towards the end, and that's what I think I see happening.
I can see the thought process in that. I get where you're going. I've got more of a kind of Liverpool, just a professional win it 2-1. It'll be a struggle. It won't be easy for him, but I think because they only have the league to focus on now, and because they will be annoyed with themselves that they've gone out of cup competitions, it's just a straight road now in it for him in the Prem. Just to kind of go there, get it done, win it, and then whatever happens after that happens in regards to Salah and Van Dijk.
They also, I forgot to say, Liverpool looked piss poor in that Carabao Cup final as well. They looked terrible.
Shit. Yeah.
I don't know what happened there, but they looked terrible there. So
yeah. I hope more than anyone that we'll start following.
Oh, yeah.
I'm sure we both do. So, yeah, I'd be happy if Everton got the win there, but I think it's going to be tough at Anfield. Then the last game of game week 30 is Chelsea versus Tottenham. I thought this also, Sam, as well, was the contender for a barn burner, potentially. That's what I was going to go with originally, but I changed it. We know the history of these two, both in similar form. I can't separate it, to be honest with you, both of them.
It's got draw written all over it, hasn't it?
Think so.
But it's just how many goals is there going to be? Because Tottenham defensively are fucking shocking. Yeah. But attacking wise,
they're so poor as well, though.
Yeah, exactly. But like Tottenham attacking wise have got some players, and they've got players back as well. So they could score some goals, but they will concede. And then Chelsea just going forward just malfunctioned, haven't they? They just can't seem to. I know Nicola Jackson's back in training, so maybe that helps him.
Yeah. They've missed him, haven't they? I think that physical kind of presence, him and Palmer together.
The focal point, and Palmer's been poor in the last couple of games. So
he's had a dip.
I'll go 2-1 Chelsea. I think they'll just edge it. Yeah, I think they'll just edge it.
I've gone 2-2. Like I said, cause I really couldn't separate. I think Tottenham had the thing to go there and be like, look, this is a Chelsea team who aren't that good. We can score goals, but I think at the back, it depends if Palmer turns it on a bit. I think they've got something there. I think Neto can be dangerous. But it's just the other, like, Nkunku was the 9. I don't really rate. I think Sancho, as we all know, has been fucking terrible, and he's still starting games for him as well, living out that freedom role. So. Yeah, I think it's going to be all square, but they're quite good games, then, aren't they, this week to come back to? Merseyside derby, Chelsea, Tottenham, United, Forest.
Apart from Wolves and West Ham, everything else is pretty decent. So yeah,
suppose you got to have one in there to kind of balance it out, aren't you?
Yeah.
Let us know your predictions in the comments section for game week 30. Where's the banana skin? Where's the barn burner? And fuck it, if you want, just chuck a little Snowfest in there as well, which is probably going to be the Wolves game in it, I suppose. Hopefully you've enjoyed these predictions. We are back, full flowing in action. So 31 is up next. Let's see how our predictions do, and we will remind you of that at the start of the next video. Appreciate you all for watching. Leave a like on the video for us, and me and Sam will see you in the next one.